Hello there, and welcome to episode 20 of Ilum Radio. We're your hosts, David Beard Menace, and always the wonderfully talented and amazing cosplayer, Millie. How you doing tonight, Millie?
Episode 20, man. Oh
I
my
know.
god.
I
Since
know.
after celebration, we started this just for fun and then now we're on episode 20?
I know.
How is this happening? How?
But thankfully, we
My
have some
god.
pretty dope fans. You know, we see you, we appreciate you.
Yep.
You know, reaching out to us in the social medias and liking our things and sharing our things. Um, Today's date of this recording is November 7th. And the reason why I say what date it is today is because we got some pretty awesome news today, didn't we, Millie?
Did you wanna show wanna show the viewers what's been announced today?
So, according to StarWars.com, which is probably the best source for this, the Acolyte started filming today.
Yeah.
Started actually
That's
filming. What you guys are seeing on screen
crazy.
right now is like some behind the scene footage, and
Obviously there's some rehearsal picture right
yep,
here because
yep.
they're not in costume. Unless that's his costume,
I
but
know,
I highly
right?
doubt
the,
it.
the gentleman in the center you guys are seeing is Lee Jong-jae. He is mostly known for Squid Games on Netflix. The show that literally took over social media and Netflix and everything like in the summer. And to his left, I believe, is Amandla Steinberg. I believe.
Yes,
Don't quote me on it.
she was at Celebration.
Ooh, nice. But this is off of like StarWars.com, so
Mhm.
forgive me because I'm reading like directly off. This is a Monday to celebrate for Star Wars fans. Today, Disney Plus announced the cast for the Acolyte, an up-and-coming Star Wars original series from Lucasfilm. Joining the previously announced Amandla Steinberg, The Hate You Give, are Emmy Award-winning Lee Jong-jae, Squid Game, Manny Jacinto, Nine Perfect Strangers, Daphne Keane, His Dark Materials, or from the Logan movie, she played X-23. That's where I know her mostly from. Jodie Turner-Smith, Queen and Slim, Rebecca Henderson, Inventing Anna, Charlie Barnett, Russian Doll, Dean Charles Chapman, and Carrie Ann Moss. Holy crap.
Whoa.
Like Carrie
Oh my
Ann Moss,
god.
guys.
Wow.
So,
So some big names there.
yeah. So, obviously, you know, if you guys don't know, or you've been under a rock, like, the Acolyte takes place, what was it, in the High Republic, yeah?
To the High Republic. Very end of the High Republic. It actually says so in the StarWars.com
Mm-hmm.
article. If you scroll down further, it'll say the actual premise of the actual show.
So, oh yeah, let me let's read that actually. Now that we're actually on that subject, might be a good idea, David.
Yes, Dave?
The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take viewers into a galaxy. Let's start that from the beginning because Dave can't read tonight. The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take viewers into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. A former Padawan reunites with her Jedi Master to investigate a series of crimes, but the forces they confront are more sinister than they ever anticipated. The High Republic saw the Jedi Order at its prime, centuries prior to the events of Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. You can learn more about this era at StarWars.com.
Interesting. Former Padawan. So is she not a Jedi anymore, but is finding out about like the Sith and all that and wants to help out the Jedi, like in the same way that maybe Ahsoka is a former Padawan, but not essentially a Jedi, but is still a Jedi. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's
Like,
what it might be as well. Or kind of like a Count Dooku Qui-Gon thing, where that Qui-Gon was his former Padawan before becoming Dooku.
oh, true.
But I'm
Still need to talk about Tales of the Jedi, by the way.
yeah,
We
that's
still haven't recorded that yet.
nope. That's gonna be a thing we're gonna have to do pretty soon before you guys kind of lose the steam for it.
I know.
But yeah, I'm excited about this. Well, I know I'm excited. I say excited all the time when it comes to Star Wars content, but I am definitely excited about what we will be getting, what we will be seeing.
Yeah,
How about you?
intrigued. This is like the time period I'm most intrigued in seeing because we're not that familiar with this time period between like High Republic comics and Phantom Menace, and that's a big gap. So I have no idea, kind of like costumes we'll see, like what the tone will be. I mean, mystery thriller. So I mean, who go in any yeah, I can't speak. But yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm looking forward to this. I
Looking at that,
no expectations, but you know what? I'll give it a shot.
looking at the cast, it makes me wonder, like, because it's the acolyte. So obviously, from Star Wars lore,
Yes.
the acolytes are the dark side users, but they're not necessarily Sith. They're like foot soldiers. So obviously, this is going to center around a bad guy. We're assuming. So looking at that cast list, who can we? I mean, obviously, our assumptions go out the window. Who do you think is to be the good guy? Who do you think is to be the bad guy?
Montel Steinberg is 100% good guy. 100%. I think so is the guy from Squid Game. I think they're both good guys.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the master and a former apprentice.
Yes.
I'm hoping.
I think the third guy, just by guessing and how Star Wars has formatted the cat, I think like the second guy, not the second guy, the third guy is probably the bad guy.
Manny?
Maybe the second or the Danny or actually looking at Rebecca, she could probably be a Sith.
I'm hoping Carrie Ann Moss is the bad guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see her more as a like. Okay, it's no, actually no. I don't know. Rebecca gives me like a Sith lady vibe, like a Ventress.
Yeah.
Like a Night Sister type.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. Like when you bring it up.
Gosh, I hate typecasting, but at the same time, it's kind of fun to speculate who's who, and a Sith or a Jedi, or maybe one's like a secret Sith, like Palpatine.
Right. I mean, Daphne Keene. I mean, I know her mostly from Logan, and she played X-23, and she could also be a pretty good bad guy because she got really angry in Logan, but we don't know. I don't know.
Sure.
As usual, I'm grasping at straws here, and Millie's
I mean, we could. Oh. Then again, they could all like we probably don't see the true villain on this cast list because knowing Star Wars and how the Sith works, like there's always like a main Sith baddie in the back. Like we all know Palpatine. Well, this is way before Phantom Menace, but maybe Darth Plagueis. I don't know, maybe some Darth Plagueis stuff, or they could bring back some Sith Legends characters like Nihilus.
That's what I'm hoping. Either Nihilus or Revan.
I mean, Revan's canon already.
Darth Bane too. I mean, like, we could get a fair amount.
On Lucasfilm, bring like, heck, I could even like, this is highly unlikely. But if Lucasfilm were to ever bring back, like, Mara Jade from Legends, they could... I mean, she can't fit in Mandoverse era. Maybe she could fit in, like, this era? I mean, they've reworked canon before.
They have.
Certain characters, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong, but, I mean...
We will see. I mean, like
love to see Nihilus and Darth Bane and all that and all those characters
Like you are
would
correct.
fit in this time period.
Like you are correct. Like chances are, like the villain's not even on this cast list at all. Um, they could easily introduce a brand new villain just because,
Oh,
like no one we are aware of. So we will see. We will see what will happen with the Acolyte. But the main subject of tonight is Andor, episode 9, simply labeled "Nobody's Listening." If you're a fan of Linkin Park, that's where that reference for me comes from. Let's just get it out of the way right off the bat.
Sure.
Vel and Mon Mothma.
Ah, oh my god.
Dude.
I was like, wait a minute, Mon Mothma has a cousin. Oh, I wonder who's going to be Vale. What? Plot twist of the century. Well, not really, but
like
twist in the sense of Luke, I am your father.
Like as soon as they said your cousin's here, I'm like, there's no way in hell that's Vel. They wouldn't give that to us. No way in hell that's Vel. And sure enough, it's it's Vel.
Makes a lot of sense how Vale knows Luthen and Mon knows Luthen, and
Yeah.
connect.
Yeah. And I guess, and you know what's funny? What's amazing? We actually got like a little bit of like clues in the previous episode, because in the previous episode, I think it was the previous episode, Cinta tells Vel, like, you're just a rich girl running away from her problems, trying to deny who your family is.
Oh god, yeah. Oh my god.
So we kind of got this clue already of who she could be, and the way she cleaned up when we saw her again on Coruscant with Bix, it's like we kind of, not Bix, I'm sorry,
Cinta.
not Cinta, with
Luthen's
like,
assistant.
Yeah. When we saw her like on Coruscant, it's like holy crap! Like she cleans up well. So that should have already also told us that she's not royalty, but someone who is high up, But yeah, they're cousins, and we kind of see it the way they interact with each other.
God, I wonder where this is gonna go now that we have this information. Like, we don't... God, I'm afraid she's gonna not live past this series.
No.
Unfortunately.
No.
If her and Mon are so close, then we don't see her in the original. That means something's gonna happen to her, which... And I have a really bad feeling that if Vale dies, it will be the sole reason Mon Mothma eventually just goes full rebel.
Yeah.
Forms the Rebel Alliance in honor of Vale.
If you think about it, Mon Mothma is really trying to fight this as a clean war, right? She's not happy with how Luthen did stuff on the garrison. She actually gave him crap for it. And she's not happy with how Vel's fighting this war, what Vel could be doing. So maybe yes, Vel dying is what's going to make her join the Rebel Alliance or completely create the Rebel Alliance. But I think it's going to get her to fight dirty. And,
yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but if this is how the Rebel Alliance forms and how she is in Hope and Return of the Jedi, then, Revenge of the Sith, all those movies, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't remember if she shows up. Original trilogy, yeah. Rogue One's original trilogy, yeah.
Yeah. So Deidre's turning into a very, very badass, scary, intimidating character.
Oh my god. Yeah, character development.
Like, so in the beginning of this whole entire series, and you and I talked about it off channel, like in depth, it's like, we're talking about, like, she's the only female in the ISB that we've noticed, like in this whole meeting group. And she's trying to, like, make a name for herself, doing the best she can. But then we come to realize it's because she's a terrible human being. Like, I mean, we're really terrible human being, man. Like, holy shit.
Hmm.
Because
We
like
see that. We see that very first scene. We see her this episode.
they just finished a terrible interrogation. They have a doctor, and she's like, "Dude, like, dude."
That was intense, dude.
Yeah, it really was. Um, and that's
The whole episode was intense. Not gonna lie, but
yeah, like okay,
um,
so we have the not even the interrogation scene. We just have the finishing of the interrogation scene with the guy from last episode, and then we go to like the prison yard, and little like old guy. What's his name? Not what was the old guy's name?
oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, he's falling behind, so we know something bad's gonna happen to him, and they're talking about like breaking out and then like something happening on the 4th level or a 2nd level, and like we know it's bad, and then it's just this whole episode is just terrible. Like it was really really bad, man. With that said, what are your thoughts on Andy Serkis' character doing like a 180 completely at the end of this?
That for him, honestly, because I feel like he was so blind to like follow orders and try to stay alive in prison, not realizing what's going on around him, basically. And, like, not realizing what's happening to his fellow prisoners and inmates and whatnot. So it's really cool to see that him open his eyes pretty much when the guy died, and doctor just basically let him die peacefully, I guess.
Yeah. Like it's terrible because like the Empire literally gave these guys false hope. It's like if you finish your shifts,
False hope, exactly.
do your thing, you get to go free. You just have to do X amount of shifts, like any jail. But then we come to find out that they're just throwing these guys, like once they're done with their shift on one level, they just throw them back into like general population on the next level, and that's why they fried the dudes on that one level. They just killed the entire. Cause like Andor's trying to like, and Andor's right. Andor's like, we can like literally plan an escape. We can plan it under their noses, and they're not going to care because they're not paying attention to us. And he's correct. They're not. And then we kind of see that when they just execute an entire level full of guys. Because they found out that, you know, one of their dudes came back from another level. It's kind of like fucked up. Like really fucked up. I'll say this, though. I do like it. I do like his switch better than in Kenobi. Because in Kenobi, we had... I forget his name. But he's Ice Cube's son, that character.
Him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I forget his name.
Yeah, same. Where he's like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to help you because, you know, you're bringing problems here." You remember that whole scene when Obi-Wan first got there?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden he switches 180 without any recourse whatsoever. You know what? Yeah, my wife was force sensitive, so I'll help you. Just big 180. No reason. Like no, there's no conflict. And when Andy Serkis' character, we saw the conflict. He was, you know, drinking the Kool-Aid, and now at the end he's like, we're gonna escape out of this bitch. We're getting out of here. And I just love the development of his character better than in Obi-Wan. I felt Obi-Wan they just kind of rushed it, but him it's like you see.
Yeah, with Obi-Wan. Well, with Obi-Wan there were 6 episodes they kind of had to fill.
Yeah.
Whereas in Andor there are like 12, and there are 2 seasons. So who knows if we'll see this guy again?
That's true.
Plus, we don't know if he's gonna escape alive because we only saw Melshi and Andor on Rebel base on Yavin, so I don't know. In Rogue One, very concerning.
Yep. We saw another heart attack or stroke. We saw another one for little old dude. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
What else did we see in this episode? We got an homage to A New Hope with
We did
with
with the
Leia being
torture
interrogated.
scene.
Do you want to talk about
Yep.
that real quick?
I mean, it's kind of like a shot for shot thing, not really a guess. It's more of a shot parallel rather than like a, oh my god, it's the same exact thing as the interrogation in A New Hope, but I mean, it's a different type of interrogation. Like,
Yeah.
this one was more intense, whereas Leia's was like, oh, the big pointy needle. If you don't tell us where the base is, we're gonna point this big needle at you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's more intense. This one, 100%.
And like this tells us again like how terrible the Empire is in these times. Because their torture method is basically like he says it. He just says it in the episode. Their torture method is recordings of children dying. That's their torture method.
This might be a really, really, really big stretch, but what if it's like recordings from when Anakin was killing the younglings on Coruscant?
No. It could be, but no.
I mean, why wouldn't the Empire keep recordings of that? It's literally him becoming Darth Vader.
True.
In that moment, but I don't know.
But like in the episode, he says like they got the recordings from like they
True.
Yeah, they cleared the species from a planet, and the sound they made when
But,
they
like,
died
wait,
was...
they didn't specify what planet. Could have been any planet, really.
True.
Been Coruscant.
Well, no, because he said like the Empire was already there on planet.
I mean, I don't know. Actually, wait, hold on. Oh no! Oh no! Oh
What?
no! What if it's the home planet of Cassian?
Oh my god.
Wait, no,
Hang on, I gotta pull up Wikipedia real quick. Hang on 1 second.
no, wait.
Hang on one
No.
second.
No. I just realized, what if it's like Cassian's friends after he got kidnapped?
All
The
right.
Empire, like, I already saw the Empire basically. Oh no, God.
Back on Ferrix, Dr. Gorse tells Bix that the restraints are not to be feared and that it's safe for her to be tethered. While prepping his tools, Gorse tells Bix about an outer moon called Dizon Frey. Let me see if that has anything to do with Cassian himself. I really like where your head's at, but I don't think we're that lucky.
I don't know. I'm thinking I mean, it could be literally any planet with children on it. Like,
Yeah, it's not Cassian's home
it's
planet.
not okay.
But-
yeah.
But now I'm wishing it kind of was, because that would have been kind of more fucked up.
Or Order 66.
Yeah.
Audio. That would be. I mean, that would be pretty traumatizing in that universe. Hearing like, a whole massacre full of children like that. That's horrible.
They were called, the species on that planet were called the Dizonites. But I don't think we have any images of what they look like. I'm pretty sure we don't.
Yeah, I think that's a first for the universe.
Yeah.
It's mention wise.
But yeah, like it just put like, I'm kind of glad that we didn't hear the audio of what it sounded like.
Oh God.
One, because it's fucked up. But two, I think anything we're imagining what it sounds like is 10 times worse than whatever audio they could have played for us, other than actual sounds of people effing dying, But yeah, man.
Jesus.
But we gotta see, like, because what fucked me up about that scene is not really the torture. Yes, the torture was bad, and not the fact that they're using the sound of their younglings dying. It's the fact that he speaks about the species and the planet so nonchalantly, like he just like they took out like a colony of termites. Like that's literally how he talks about them. He's like, "Oh yeah, the Empire was there, and the soldiers were told, clean out by any means necessary." Well, you get the idea. It's like, damn, dude, like you wiped out an entire sentient species.
Oh God.
Like Jesus Christ, it really, fuck, man. But yeah, like
It's starting to sound a lot like World War II here.
that's exactly what this all is. That's what it's always kind of parallel to a degree. Now it's like, but now the parallels are always there.
Yeah.
Yes, but now we're really seeing the parallels, and we're really seeing like how bad the Empire is and how bad they can be. Now we're really getting into it, and it's just. Fudge. It's not. They're not just the bad guys we're told they're bad. They're bad because they do terrible things, and now we're seeing it. And oof, big oof.
Indeed. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah, let's get out of it. So.
Oh man.
But yeah, ends with this same thing. Door coming down with Leia and New Hope. That was kind of cool. I did the whole Leonardo DiCaprio point.
Hope she's okay.
But yeah, it's the first time also we didn't see. Oh God, what's Mon Mothma's daughter's name again?
Oh, Lita.
Lita. So in the past.
Oh, Lita.
Well, what I'm saying is the last 2 episodes, Lita's been nervous around
Lita's
Mon
been.
Mothma.
Yeah.
This
okay.
episode she wasn't. She was all like happy and giddy because Vel was there.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Maybe she is afraid of the Empire.
Maybe, and something about Vel being there, her cool aunt who's like edgy, kind of makes her feel better.
Yeah, exactly. I think my theory of her being more on the rebel side, or like anti-imperial side, might be true. If seeing the implications correctly.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I totally agree. Meet with Mon Mothma's cousin Vel. Blah blah blah. Let me just read up some stuff real quick.
I want to know more of Mon Mothma's family because clearly there are more family members out there that we don't know about.
Yeah, like. I mean, obviously, stuff gets retconned in this all the time. So.
Yeah, in the Legends, Mon Mothma had 2 kids, but in here she has 1 child. I mentioned before that her son was on like Hoth and he died.
So what if Vel is now taking the place of that character?
I don't know. Because if she does, then she'll live past this series and live until basically Empire.
Right. It's possible.
I don't know.
Because you're right, like you said,
Early to tell.
In Legends, 2 children, older one and younger one, and the older one fought for the rebellion, and the older one died in Hoth. That could easily be Vel.
That's a good point. I mean, they could change things up, but I feel like maybe in that sense, like, generally, I feel like that would make sense.
Yeah.
That maybe she would replace. Instead of being the other sibling, it'd be like a cousin.
Mm-hmm. We saw Cyril do some, like, neckbeard stuff. Like...
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you, dude, but that creeped me out. Like, that creeped me out, like, big time.
Yes.
He's just there chilling from the ISB.
Yes. 100%.
Like, just waiting for it to show up. Like, damn, bro. Like...
God. Girl, you have some issues. Clearly, something's going on in your head there, like some mental issues.
And of all people to be his muse, like Deidre, who's like,
Jesus, yeah.
We're finding out every episode. We're finding out she's way worse than we actually thought, and it's like, of all people, bro, like, bro.
We found better lead. She doesn't need you anymore. She's no use to you anymore.
Nope.
She doesn't need you anymore.
Like the way he's talking to her, he's like, you've given me purpose, you give me a reason to live, because of you, I got my promotion and blah blah blah. It's like, bro.
Didn't we joke? Didn't you or I joke in earlier episodes that they would like have a romance arc?
Yeah.
And I forgot who said what. I think it was you, and I was like, no.
Well, I don't think they're gonna have a romance arc. It's probably gonna more be like Cyril wants to romance, and Deidre's like, I ain't want nothing with you. Like,
No.
back the
Yeah.
fuck off. Like, just like.
That's kind of what I was actually imagining when I thought of that originally. Like, oh, Deidre's definitely not gonna like that at all, knowing her character.
Nope. She's gonna be like, get me out of this quick.
She's definitely gonna kill him at some point. I want that to happen so bad now.
And not even because he's a security risk, because she's pissed off and got annoyed with him. Like, that's just gonna.
You're arresting him. She's just gonna kill him.
It's like, listen, bro. I don't want any flowers. Don't give me a loath cat kitten. Like, no, like a loath kitten. No, like, I gotta take you out, homie. Like, no. Like, I am not interested. You're just way too uptight. God.
Yep.
Cyril's definitely a fun character to make fun of and hate.
This is worse. I kind of want to parallel Padme and Anakin's relationship for a bit, because this is kind of like, in a sense, like the Phantom Menace, not the Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Anakin Padme relationship. Creep. Know what I mean?
It does parallel, but
it's worse. But it's worse.
Yeah, because like at least Anakin and Padme were friends, kind of, sorta.
Yes.
And Cyril's just like infatuated. It's like, bro, just.
It's in a way how Cyril is infatuated with Deidre in a similar vein, where Anakin in Phantom Menace was infatuated with Padme.
Yeah, that's fair.
That sense, not in like both sides of the relation. No,
that's fair.
It's like it's more of a like Cyril Anakin parallel there, but Cyril's is much worse.
You know who like Cyril reminds me of every single time I see him on screen, like especially now, because you work in retail. Anyone who's worked in retail knows exactly what I'm talking about. Cyril's that customer that just keeps on bugging you for the same effing thing that makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
And like your manager just approves it just to make them shut up. Like that's Cyril. She'll probably just give him like a gold star or something just to shut him up. And
he'll probably force herself to work with him to like capture Andor, and he'll shut up about it.
Yeah. You're giving me meaning. You're giving me hope. God.
I can see that also happening. Like just. Yeah. Then again, it could go both ways, and they could both be enemies.
That's true. I can't see him doing anything to her to be like like an arch nemesis.
We have how many more episodes? 3? 2 more episodes? 3 more episodes.
3 more episodes. Yeah, it's episode 9, so we have 3.
So
there's.
Jesus.
We have 3 episodes to either see a romance blossom between these two.
No.
Or 3 episodes to see her commit murder at the end of it.
I want to see her commit murder. I mean, then again, it's not just a one season thing. It's not like a mini series. This is like a full blown series. Like, we're getting another season, so I don't even know if Deja nor Cyril will live.
Yeah.
Past this season. I could just to make things more interesting, but I think next season's gonna like time skip.
Yeah.
A few years in the future, so I'm not 100% sure. I mean, Deidre still could be around by the time Rogue One happens, for all we know. But
I can't see her dying anytime soon in this season. I don't know why. Like,
see, maybe Cyril getting arrested.
Yes, that I can see.
Deidre promised.
That I can definitely see.
And then Deidre will live.
Because one, and this is going by my personal thing of it, she's too cool of a character, or too good of a character.
Exactly.
Character.
Yeah.
They just get wiped out at the end of this season. And also, two...
Like most of the ISB people, definitely we'll see again next season, especially Yularen, whom we see in A New Hope and Rebels.
Yep.
Thrawn.
Yeah. That's true, yeah.
So...
Also, she's like, not yet.
What a Thrawn mention. I mean, come on, we're getting Thrawn and Ahsoka. We have Yularen showing up, and this takes place during Rebels Season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Thrawn is, like, in the background somewhere doing something behind the scenes that we don't even know about. Because we only know Thrawn and canon during Rebels, and that is it.
So...
I mean, he's also in the comic. He's not the comics. I mean, yes, he's in the comics, but also... in the Thrawn books and whatnot. So, yeah.
So I saw this posted on Reddit. Someone asked this question on the Star Wars
Reddit.
Yep, Reddit. And Star Wars subreddit. And they're like, okay, so we're gonna go in the future a little bit. In 4 BBY in Rebels,
yes,
Ezra sends out a message to the galaxy looking for other rebels from Ryloth, not Ryloth, Lothal. Right? So the question is, are we going to hear that message in Andor?
Ooh. When does Andor take place this season?
Andor is like right now it's still 5 BBY. So if it time skips, we might actually hear this message later on, like in live action.
You said 4 BBY.
Yeah, so 5 BBY.
Wait, oh yeah, time.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so.
5 BBY Andor.
1 year.
4 BBY Rebels. Ezra releases a message looking for other rebels like in the galaxy. So it's possible we might actually...
Oh, I can see that in season 2.
Yeah, exactly. Like even if
I can see that happening.
Like even if they time jump 3 or 4 years later.
It would be nice if we also... They already casted Ezra, right? They already casted Ezra, so like he could also, show up, like de-aged him a little bit, like de-age him a little bit to make him look 14, 15-ish, to when Rebels takes place, and have him show up maybe briefly or something.
Either briefly or we hear that message or something. We know they're gonna, and it's like.
Could also be a voiceover thing.
That too. So we know they're gonna. We know this all takes place in the same time frame. Whether or not these characters will interact, we keep on assuming. We keep on hoping.
Leia shows up, and she's like involved also.
Yeah, but so what makes
Galaxy is too big.
It is. What makes Andor great right now is that we don't have too many legacy.
Just the one.
We don't have too many legacy characters showing up that we don't need.
Yeah, like Mon Mothma and Yularen makes sense because they're already there.
Yep.
So and obviously Andor, but that's about it, really.
Yeah, but like Leia doesn't make sense yet.
Either just Bail.
Yeah, Bail I can see like next season.
Bail is 100% next season.
Because like I said before, like there's not one scene yet in this entire season or entire series that's been like a filler scene. Every single effing scene has had a purpose.
Like that Book of Boba Fett episode where the entire episode is just Din Djarin.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, goodness, we haven't had that happen yet. So
yeah,
I don't want to jinx it now, but knowing how I jinx things on this show,
so I'm hoping we don't see a Leia running around. I hope we don't see a Leia running around yet. Ezra makes sense.
I was kind of expecting, like, when we saw Mon Mothma back on the Imperial Senate, like, see Bail there on Brea.
Yeah, Bail makes perfect sense. I can, like...
Exactly.
Now,
I was, like, half expecting to see Bail, but I didn't see Bail. Maybe he's still, I don't know, some business on Alderaan.
So we find out that Mon Mothma's broke, kind of, or not broke, but just doesn't have any like cash.
Have enough funds for the charity.
Yep. And I guess she's gonna work with, and again, just goes to show Mon Mothma trying to do this cleanly. What's the guy's name? Take Homa. He's gonna have her like borrow money.
Oh yeah, childhood friend.
Get money from like that gangster. What's his name? Davo Sheldon, which I have no idea who that is.
Oh, sounds like a new character.
I think so also. Watch this be wrong.
Definitely a new character. I don't recognize that name. Unless it's like a Legends character that's extremely obscure. A Legends or comic character that I'm not familiar with.
Nope, he's brand new. Davo Sheldon was a male
Good,
banker
okay.
with a bad reputation from the planet Chandrila. Take Homa advised Mon Mothma to meet with Skulldun if she wanted to justify the disappearance of 400,000 credits. Sheldon might have been able to provide her with the loan she required. So we'll see who that is in the next episode, I'm sure.
He'll be played by.
I know, right?
Fan casting before we're probably not even going to see that scene for all we know.
I mean, we already got Andy Serkis, and that we didn't see coming.
We never got the dinner scene also, and that was mentioned in like episode 1.
That's
remember?
True. That is true. We made a meme about it.
Like, oh my god, slide more. Made a meme about it and everything.
Yep.
All that effort for nothing.
You know what? For those who saw that episode, it made them laugh. So, they got it.
I know. Yeah, true.
But yeah, we never saw that stupid dinner that we were hoping would be like the arguments of all arguments.
I hope they actually filmed that scene and like just kept it out of there. Like, they're deleting Star Wars Disney Plus shows. Like, just release them as extra features. Like that'd be so cool.
I'm hoping this season does not end with just like Cassian breaking out of prison. That's where the season ends. It's like I'm hoping.
I hope not. I hope it kind of sets up like him maybe helping form the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah. Because we got 3 episodes left. Like, only 3 episodes left.
Cass hasn't met Mon Mothma yet, so...
Nope.
Are they going to meet him in the season finale? Are they going to meet in season 2? Who knows?
Mm-hmm. K2... Are we going to see him capture K2SO? Like, what if... perfect world while they're breaking out of the prison?
Could be season 2.
I think you're right.
I don't think Alan Tudyk was confirmed for this season.
No.
Unfortunately. It would be, although it would be a surprise cameo.
What if Alan Tudyk, just for shits and giggles, plays the Davo Sheldon guy that they're going to borrow the 400 credits from? The 400,000 credits.
Oh my god. I mean, could happen.
Dude, I mean, Andy Serkis is both Snoke and this character.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They could easily do it, and, they have nothing to do with each other.
Or Mark Hamill.
Or Mark... Like, think
have, like, Mark Hamill exist, like, old Mark Hamill exist in that time period.
Yeah.
Just no reason.
Like, now I'm hoping Alan Tudyk's this character, just because it'd be funny,
I mean, like, Mark Hamill has played several Star Wars characters other than Luke before.
He has, yeah.
He voiced Boolio in Rise of Skywalker. He was, like, that one alien dude on Crate that made, like, a 5-second cameo. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, good point.
So, I mean, Alan Tudyk's also pretty cool, so...
Yeah. I'm still...
Or if we need an Anthony Daniels cameo.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, wait, because in episode, like, 2 in the prequels, he played, like a a drug dealer.
Yeah, he was in the bar.
Yo, what if this is in the bar? Ooh.
It could even be Ahmed Best. I mean,
What if? What if though?
Yeah.
We talked about earlier how no legends, no well-known cameos. Then we got Andy Serkis, and now we're talking about this. So,
Well, like cameos and legend characters are or legacy characters. They're a little different, but
yeah, true. I mean,
not,
celebrity cameos.
Yeah, not that different, but it'd be dope if they got like Ahmed Best just because, or Anthony Daniels, because.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could be the same character that he played in the bar when he went to go chase the bounty hunter. I mean.
This is there, so he could have changed his ways, sort of.
Yep.
So.
It could be. Like, I know this is completely.
Oh no.
Happen, but it could be the guy trying to sell death sticks to Obi-Wan in Episode 2. Think about it. He wanted to sell him death sticks. He said, "You want to sell me death sticks? I don't want to sell you death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life? I want to go home and rethink my life." Maybe he went home and became a banker, but still stayed corrupt somehow. I don't know.
That'd be so funny. That would be so funny. Full circle moment. Like, he thought his life, and what happened with the rebel? Yo, that would be sick. Like, that would be a full circle moment, actually. Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure that character's not a Chandrila like person, but
Oh, he was on Coruscant, wasn't he?
He was, and he had like antennae. I think he had.
Yeah. He's so funny.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Then again, he could just be a new character.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fun to speculate, nonetheless.
Hang on.
Do we have anything else?
Olaf, that was the name of
the
guy who passed away.
Olaf. Sounds like Olaf from Frozen.
Yeah, that's what I got also. So you know what it is about this episode, and the reason why I feel like we didn't cover too much, because this was kind of like short for us, is that this episode had a lot of downers in it. Like, a lot of downers.
It did.
And
yeah.
We're trying to get all the good, cool, funny stuff, and there's not a lot in this episode. It's all bad.
No. Actually, the scene with Melshi and Andor, just staring at each other.
So, yeah,
So was Andor, sawing the pipe this episode or last episode?
Say it again?
When Andor was, working, in the middle of his, work, he was, sawing pipe in the bathroom or something?
That was this episode.
Yeah. But that.
Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to cut the power?
Yeah, so good call on last week's episode, because you said that they're paying attention to that they're undermanned, basically, and there's not enough guards for all these guys. So good call on that, because they noticed
more than 12.
Yep. And they know that they can get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cool, Cassian and his boy, they were kind of looking at the little elevator, oh, yo, look, it's not charged. We can jump on the elevator and throw these guys off, and we can just get out of here. And so good call on that. So we're probably going to see this escape happen next week, hopefully, God willing, because I think
next episode, 100%. We'll see that. We'll see that take shape.
Yeah. Because I think Olaf dying and then finding out about the whole crew being killed because they moved a guy to that level really kind of changed Andy Serkis' character.
His perspective.
Yeah. So... yeah, his name is Lloyd. That's his name. Okay. So
No,
yeah.
Loy. Yeah.
Any closing thoughts on this episode? I know it was a lot, friends. We jumped around a lot, like 80.
Predictions for next predictions for next episode.
Definitely the break. I'm hoping we see the break, the prison break.
Mm-hmm.
We get to see who this gangster is that Mon Mothma's going to borrow money from. Like I really want. I'm hoping. I'm gonna call it. I'm hoping it's Alan Tudyk, just because.
It's Alan Tudyk.
Yep.
I swear to God, if it's Alan Tudyk, oh boy.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's him, just because it'd be hilarious. Because I mean,
On like the Mark Hamill, the Mark Hamill boat because we got Andy Serkis. Why the hell not, right?
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I agree.
Yeah.
Watch it somehow, some way. I doubt it. I feel like terrible saying it, but they somehow got like Jake Lloyd to show up and be the character.
I thought Jake Lloyd was arrested.
He was, and I think has schizophrenia now because of all the Star Wars fans.
Yeah, I don't think he'd want to be involved with Star Wars anymore after that. So.
No, that's why I say I feel terrible saying it, but I just want to say it because if I don't, I'll explode in a cloud of profanity later. What do you think we'll see next episode?
All right, definitely, like you said, Prison Break, 100%. What else? Other than that, thinking like maybe is Cinta still on Ferrix?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Cinta is gonna help somehow, like, is gonna help Bix somehow.
Oh.
She's still on Ferrix and knows about Bix. Maybe she's gonna help her, and maybe she'll know where Andor is.
I totally agree with that. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
She's gonna help Bix escape just to find Andor. Huh.
Yeah. And on.
Or oh god. Or she's gonna help Bix escape and possibly execute Bix so they don't get more information about Luthen.
Oh god.
Because they know, like Vel and Cinta know that Bix was Luthen's contact on Ferrix.
I do know.
So either A, hopefully it's your theory, where she helps her break out to find Andor, which is the best case scenario, or B, she executes Bix because she has info on Luthen.
That would be a dark turn if that was the case.
Dude, this whole episode's been a dark turn.
I know. Okay. On Mothma, definitely will meet the gangster, who I think will be played by Mark Hamill.
Or Alan Tudyk, we'll see.
Mark Hamill, Alan Tudyk, Anthony Daniels, those guys, they're still around.
Yep.
Or Sam Witwer.
Oh yeah.
Because he voiced the Shore Trooper, and he's already in the show, so if he could have just showed up again. Star Killer armor was also a hint, unofficially, but I'm just saying, yeah.
I will change my vote for who that character could be, and I will go with Sam Witwer. I think yes, I would enjoy that way more.
I can see Sam Witwer play a gangster. Like, I mean, he's technically already played Maul in Rogue One, and he's technically not Maul in Rogue One, Maul and Solo.
Yep.
He's technically a gangster in that one.
He
So.
is. I can see Sam Witwer being very flamboyant as a gangster.
Hmm.
Like, very flamboyant. Okay, yeah, that's my vote. Sam Witwer. I'm going with that.
Oh my god.
I'm going with that.
I'm just like creating a fan cast list of who this gangster will be played by. Imagine if we're both wrong, it's just this unknown actor.
Oh, God, I'll be so pissed. I'll be so pissed if someone's, like, unknown. But we have, for at least us, 2 days to see who it is. For you guys watching at home, maybe you're going to figure it out tomorrow on Wednesday, whenever you guys see this. But that's it for tonight, my friends. Or today, whenever you're watching this. Please give us a like. Please give us a follow. Please subscribe. It helps out the channel. Leave a comment below about what your favorite part of this episode was. Leave a comment about us, or even an emoji, whatever, or a Star Wars emoji. Help us out a lot. If you guys want to talk to us on the socials, you can find us at Ilum Radio on Twitter, at Ilum Radio on the Instagrams, and at Ilum Radio on TikTok. If you want to send us a message directly, and you want to give us an idea for an episode or something you want us to specifically talk about, send us an email to ilumradiopodcast@gmail.com. Or again, leave a comment below and interact. Let us know what you think. If you guys want to find us directly, Millie, where can they find you?
You guys can follow me on Twitter at me_Halpern. Down here. Here for Twitter. My username for Instagram is Millie_Halpern, as well as TikTok. I'm not that active on TikTok, but I still share videos and repost videos and all of that. But I'm mostly active on Twitter and Instagram for my socials.
I would say if you guys really want to see some of the dope cosplay Millie works on, check her out on Instagram. She does have some really cool cosplay. I'm not saying cosplay extraordinaire to say it. She does have cool costumes, and I think every version of Rey there is, she has.
Almost.
Still
have Dark Rey to work on.
Almost Dark Rey, the one that just released for costumes.
Dark Rey, Rise of Skywalker.
Again, almost. If you guys want to find me directly, you can find me on Instagram at Dave the Bearded Menace. Twitter at The Bearded Menace. I know it's not Dave the Bearded Menace. Some other guy took it, and he never posts anything at all. If you guys want to hang out with me live on a Twitch stream, you can find me on twitch.tv/Dave the Bearded Menace every Tuesday and Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Sometimes you might find a Millie lurking in the chat, doing the band hammer as a moderator. And we can hang out there. I will say, though, just to warn you guys, you can derail that stream and chat really easily by bringing up Star Wars stuff. It happens quite often.
It really does, especially when I bring up breaking news in the chat. It's remember that one time it was the night Obi-Wan was supposed to drop, and then turns out it was dropping at midnight, and I was like, oh my god, Dave is dropping at midnight.
Hours worth of the stream dedicated to just us talking about Star Wars stuff, and I was in the middle of building a gun.
Literally though.
And all of a sudden it's it's dropping, woo! So yeah, check us out on our socials, check us out on our personal socials, and give everything likes and follows and love. But that's it for us. That's it for us tonight, my friends. As always, be easy, stay frosty, and may the Force be with you. Peace, friends.